Casey's been living in rural North Wales for 5 years, and for those 5 years she's met, mostly, kindness. Mostly. Not always.
Have you encountered active racism here in North Wales?
I have. When I first moved here, I think one of the first incidents was when I was on a school bus and someone in the back had said the N-word, and it was directed at me because I was the only black person on the bus, and I didn't react to it because I was in a shock moment because I didn't know what to do.
Hearing the N-word on the school bus, it's not like you can't not go on the school bus. You are forced to confront it. How do you get past that?
I tried to, leave it like as if it never happened, and for a long time that's what I always did. I was just saying to myself, you know what, this is how it is, this is how it's going to be forever, so I just have to shut it out, completely forget it, and not tell anyone, not tell any teachers, and that's what I did for a long time.
So does there come a point where, having told yourself this is how it is, you suddenly say, no, this is not how it is?
Definitely took me at least a year or two. When I was 18 is when I proper realised, I'm better than this, I am art.
Facing racism hasn't become a constant, but it still becomes a sort of constant hurt.
Do you ever recover from being attacked on the basis of the colour of your skin?
Not as much as I would like to. I still remember most of the incidents that have happened, and on my worst days when I'm really down and I'm thinking about this and I'm thinking why I'm actually doing this, it gets to me a lot and I do cry a lot.
Actually, what you said about reliving the moments, that's the definition of trauma.
It is.
That is pure trauma.
It is definitely traumatizing, because it's like if someone would be abused or something would happen during your lifetime, you will still have it in a box behind your head where one day when you're feeling down or thinking about that situation, it could come out.
When the Black Lives Matter movement started this spring, with placards and protests from America and Australia to the North Wales coast, it's almost as if Casey found a new voice.
When it started happening and when the protests started happening, I felt this fire inside of me. I felt like, oh my God, this is what I have been waiting for in my life. This is what I can do now. This is how we can fight. This is how we can, all stand together. We can all be one. It was very overwhelming at the real protest, because that was the first protest I've ever been to that is also very personal to me. My friends told me to stand at the front in case anything happened. They would stand behind me and protect me.
You've been Casey's wingman, haven't you, at BLM stuff?
All these protests.
Yeah.
At first Casey wasn't confident with speaking at the protests, and then as long as someone's there to hold her hand, it's the fact of she knows that as long as there's people around her that support her, then nothing can really go wrong.
She came to North Wales at 16, and now, 5 years on, Casey's beginning the next chapter of life, over in the Netherlands.
I never regret anything, because the things that happen to you, traumatic or not traumatic, it still makes you to the person who you are. So I will give Wales a big hug for teaching me to be the strong, independent woman I am today.